You know, there is nothing less rewarding than watching a bunch of sleep-deprived, starving people having to suffer through a period in their lives where they are contractually obligated to sit down and watch Gulliver's Travels.
So fat. Jackpot.
Jackson Jill's Internet, my name is Peridiam, and welcome to the absolute best rewards in Survivor history. While I've talked about the worst rewards in Survivor, even ranked the pizza, I think it's time we flip that script on its head and look at some of the best, some of the most wholesome, some of the greatest adventures of a lifetime this show has to offer.
The captain, he's not going to be steering all night. He's going to go to sleep. I just wanted you to introduce him to you.
Captain. Hey, Dad! Oh my God! Holy Toledo! Oh, Pops, I love you. I love you too, son. Oh my God!
To see my father there, I mean, it was just a dream come true.
That's why I so much.
Are you kidding?
I am so happy right now.
Colleen, Sue,
Hi,
Kelly.
Actually, for him to come and visit the camp was sort of cool, but he didn't know anything. So that war over in Russia sort of mellowed out.
No,
Deanna?
no.
You get a piece of coral, and you get a piece of coral, and you get a piece of coral. In season 2, the Australian outback, we saw Colby and Jerry win a helicopter ride with a free lunch and a trip to the Great Barrier Reef. One of the 7 wonders of the natural world and the largest coral reef system in the world, this truly is one of the best trips that Survivor has ever offered. An absolute banger out of the gate, a picnic, a Hershey bar, and some snorkeling on the side. Colby did also take some of the coral from the reef back to camp, which is illegal. You can't do that, Colby. And Mark Burnett, the creator of the show, had to apologize to Australia on his behalf. That being said, I actually think the pinnacle of this video might be right here. It's in season 3, Africa, in Kenya, where Lex and Tom win a reward to see the migration of the wildebeests. I'm not even sure what that's exactly supposed to entail, but I can already tell I'm gonna appreciate it. They then get to stay at a local resort, they get drunk, have some great food, sleep on a nice bed, and then get up in the morning and take a hot air balloon ride across the African safari. They actually get to watch a lion hunt a wildebeest from high up in the sky. If there was ever a reward that I would want to experience, it is this one, no question.
I think the guys are probably on the trip of a lifetime.
Our own pooper.
The drips.
Oh. Hey, tattoo. Oh.
The safari was amazing. I'm seeing just about every type of wildlife that I wanted to see, and I'm seeing it all in the space of an hour.
He thought he's doing something. Thank you for today.
Thank you for coming to the game.
Hey, Lex, thank you.
Hey, my friend, you're welcome.
I'd do it for you.
I know you would. I know you would.
You're damn right I would.
Here we go.
Goodness gracious.
Looking straight on overhead on wildlife. We're just whisking through this stuff, you know, and while the sun's coming up, it was amazing. It leaves you breathless.
Now, can you believe that? Unbelievable.
Nice.
At 45, I thought I'd done some things, and I found out I ain't done diddly. This just shows me that there's more to life than just what's around the corner at the house.
However, for practical purposes, also in the same season in Survivor Africa, in the pre-merge, another baller reward is when the tribes compete for 100 gallons of fresh water. You know what they say, a gallon a day keeps the probst away and keeps you hydrated until the merge. Given that the tribes were boiling and drinking out of a creek of elephant dung infested waters before this, I can't stress enough how great of a reward this tank of water really is. Also, there's a vial of organic shampoo, so you can now smell good instead of drinking poo water.
Kiss one water fountain drinker, you're kissing everyone in Pawnee. including him.
Rewards on Survivor can sometimes feel like the rich getting richer, and that's definitely the case on Season 8 All-Stars when Shapera won a feast of food for their tribe but the cherry on top was that they got to eat it on a multi-million-dollar yacht. A barbecue feast, an open bar, a trip to a waterfall getaway, and not a worry in sight. They even got to practice their golf swings. Yachts are definitely a recurring treat for Survivor Awards. We also saw a similar adventure for Aris and Suri on season 12 Panama when they were treated to a 5-course meal on a yacht while on a tour at the Panama Canal. But if you asked me, I think the coolest reward in Survivor goes to when the players come face to face with an active volcano. Chris and Julie win a horse ride all the way up a volcano, Mount Yasser, which Chris struggles a bit with the horse. You might think being on a volcano is the part that you might struggle with, but no. It's the horse. They get to the top, and I shit you not, they grill hot dogs in the volcanic rock. That's insane. I want to do that. They also get wine, beer, and the world's coolest fireworks you will find this side of the South Pacific.
Did you see how close we are now?
I know.
The volcanic rock would shoot out, and it just glowed. I mean, it was like the 4th of July.
Oh, Granny, give us a big one. There's absolutely no other experience in my life I can compare it to.
I'm gonna fast forward for a second here because we also saw on season 22 Redemption Island, the winning tribe also visited a volcano with a picnic. It was also beautiful and in HD, unlike Vanuatu, although the moment was trumped when Boston Rob ditched the idol clue and hiked it into said volcano, because he didn't need it. Personally, I think the Vanuatu trip was better, but this one gets a nod. The next season, Palau has a twofer on display. So we've got 2 rewards that can't be ignored. The first is simply as practical as it gets. As you might expect, players often struggle to build competent shelters in Survivor, but this reward had pros, professionals come out and just build like a penthouse suite for you. They've got amenities. You want to know how you're doing good on Survivor? You've got a picnic bench. And what goes best with a picnic bench than a tubular can of Pringles chips? That's right, another award later in the same season had players win cans of Pringles and, wait for it, Mai Tais. Cocktails. But more than that, the players got to drink and dive at a place called Jellyfish Lake, home to hundreds of stinglish, moon, and golden jellyfish. Oh man, I want to swim with moon jellyfish. Hold on, let me look this up. It's got a 4.8 on Google Maps. That's good enough for me.
It's just crystal clear. It's just amazing to know that you're about to go somewhere where all these jellyfish are at, and none of them can sting you because they lost their stinging tentacles because they're in fresh water, and they've been there for millions of years. You're swimming in the water, and all of a sudden you see, oh, there's a jellyfish, and then 5 minutes later, you're with millions, and they're just all just coming at you. It's kind of like a euphoric type of feeling, and I just kind of wanted to cherish every second because I was at a place in this world where I won't ever go again.
What's remarkable about season 11, Guatemala, is that it's one of the most brutal locations in the history of the show. The players aren't even allowed in the nearby waters as they contain crocodiles. However, one reward changes everything. It's a giant caged-off pontoon pool with a deck and just everything. It's perfect for taking a snooze while the crocs below lurk in the shadows, because that's how I like to spend my afternoons. But for real, this pool is a game changer, allowing the players to relax day in and day out and cool themselves down from the hot sun. And you know, speaking of being hot, how about a reward with 2 naked guys in a hot tub? And what if those guys were Yul and Ozzy? Season 13, Cook Islands, has a reward where Parvati, Ozzy, and Yul went to a nearby retreat for a feast with massages, swimming, a hot tub, relaxation, and a good night's rest. They even saw a humpback whale.
Oh my god! So many different flavors.
Sorry.
Power outage?
Okay. All right, no fire outage.
You guys want to see the Great Cook Island humpback whale?
I'm nervous. I've got 2 naked guys in a hot tub.
You're naked too, aren't you?
Yeah. But the numbers are in my favor.
And while I haven't been including any of the village aid or the local village rewards where the players oftentimes go to a nearby village and provide aid of some sort, all of those are getting honorable mentions. I do, however, want to make a special exception for the Yule sandwich. When it comes to the most overpowered reward in Survivor history, look no further than season 14, Fiji, when the first reward of the season was a luxury camp, literally living in a bungalow equipped with everything you could ask for. And yes, it has all the fixins. They got a couch, they got cutlery, they got teacups. Why would they need that? You know what? Who cares? I'm drinking tea on Survivor.
Having that first win is such a huge thing for morale. I almost shed a tear. I was so happy.
Oh, we got a pimp cup.
Oh, we got a beer mug.
That's how we living right now. Fancy, real fancy, as y'all can see.
Ironically enough, Sylvia, she helped build this place and now she's sleeping with the snakes.
But outside of the hot air balloon in Africa, I gotta give a special consideration for what we see on season 15, China, when the players get a unique getaway to feast on the Great Wall of China. Sorry, I should probably rephrase that. They don't actually eat the Great Wall of China. They eat food on top of the Great Wall of China. This is such a massive get for the Survivor producers, and just to be able to film there is a sight, but to have a reward held there too. And when you combine that with the next incredible China reward, where a select few get a special tour of a Shaolin temple with the monks, and of course you get black belt lunch lady Denise to go, this might actually be number 1 for me. Food is great, don't get me wrong, you're always getting the food, but the culture, priceless.
So how long have you been on China Aquatic? 8 years. So just I started when I was 32 and I'm 40 now. So still students.
Out of all the rewards that have come up, this was the one that I wanted to go on the most. The Shaolin Temple. It's 1,500 years old. It's just so incredible for me. It's just an amazing thing.
In season 18, Tocantins, situated in Brazil, 2 players, JT and Steven, were awarded an overnight stay at the governor's retreat, where they easily got the best reward of the season. They shower, they wear comfortable robes, they feast on this mouth-watering brisket and sausages and veggies, and it all looks so good. Honestly, I think the toughest part about this is just not overdoing it. I gotta imagine this can like take a toll on your digestive system after a month of eating rice. But then you contrast this with the players who didn't get to go on this reward in the season, and I mean, just look at Coach. Hey Coach, you doing okay, buddy? I would recommend not looking at the previous scene. They got comfy wizard robes. Another bucket list item that you may have forgotten about is from season 25, the Philippines, when the players get on a smaller boat, not a yacht, and get some pizza and cookies. The cookies and soda are fine, and I guess the pizza. They're not what we're here for. We're too deep into Survivor to care at this point. But beyond the food, they get into the water and we see them snorkeling and getting up close and personal with whale sharks. Whale sharks. They're just standing there. The largest sharks in the world, and they're right there. Thalassophobia. Not today, Satan. Not today.
To see something that huge and to be around something that powerful was awe-inspiring. That fish was just massive.
Let's end this world tour with one last stop. Let's head to season 31, Cambodia, where we saw the players get a tour, a prayer, and a feast, all within the Siem Reap temples of Angkor Wat. The largest religious structure, one of the greatest cultural wonders of the world, and here we have Keith from Keithville, Louisiana. No idea what's going on, but just happy to be there.
People would have asked me, hey, where's Keith been for the last 30 days? Is he sitting in a temple in Cambodia, or did he just get off the shuttle back from Mars? Well, they said, well, he just got back from Mars because he damn sure ain't in Cambodia.
This is where the season began, back in episode 1, and it's such a remarkable sight. It's one of the last big cultural awards we've seen in Survivor thus far, and man, it's beautiful.
That's how amazing this is. It was pretty impressive. And you just don't run across stuff like that. I don't know how you can trump this, tell you the truth.
Also, I do want to mention that they go to an elephant sanctuary in Cambodia, in Koh Rong, in the next season, 32. Who doesn't love an elephant?
You want me? You want me?
Oh, Lucky, you're so beautiful.
In the end, those are exactly what the title of the video is about. Those are the absolute best rewards in Survivor history. I can't wait to see what new highs we reach in the future. If we can reach new highs. If there are any other incredible rewards I may have missed, feel free to let me know. A huge thank you to my patrons on the screen for attending film night. We watched Out of Africa. A little better than Jack and Jill, but not as good as Gulliver's Travels. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to get your tuk-tuk license on your way out, and I will see you in the next one once I finish traveling around the world in less than 80 days. Keith, floor it.
It's the passengers. We don't have no beach in Louisiana that you can roll up onto, so this is a once-in-a-lifetime deal. Maybe four-wheel drive. I ought to get my driver's license, Cambodia driver's license. That would be something slick. You call, we'll haul. Just call me up, I'll come get you.